Have you ever wandered through a crumbling castle or a fog-covered forest in Europe and felt watched? Europe is filled with history, and not all of it is buried in textbooks. Some tales are whispered through cold stone walls, echoing footsteps in empty halls, and ghostly figures that vanish into the night. In this video, we'll uncover the top 10 most haunted places across Europe, where legends were born, tragedy struck, and restless spirits are said to still roam. Turn down the lights, put on your headphones, and prepare to enter the dark heart of Europe's haunted path. 1. Bran Castle, Romania. Perched high among the misty Carpathian Mountains, Bran Castle is often called Dracula's Castle. While history debates whether Vlad the Impaler ever stayed here, the chilling aura of the fortress is undeniable. Visitors often report a heavy feeling in their chest, as if the walls themselves are watching. Cold gusts sweep through rooms even when windows are shut. Many have claimed to hear chains dragging on stone floors and faint whispers in languages they don't understand. In one particularly terrifying incident, a tourist fainted after feeling icy fingers brush the back of her neck while standing alone in a dungeon corridor. Security footage captured a faint silhouette standing behind her for a few seconds, before vanishing completely. Locals believe the souls of prisoners once tortured here have never left, trapped within the fortress for eternity. 2. Chateau de Brissac, France. In the scenic Loire Valley stands the towering Chateau de Brissac, often called the tallest castle in France. But behind its majestic beauty lies a macabre secret. In the late 15th century, Charlotte de Brézé, the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII, was forced into a political marriage with Jacques de Brézé. Their union was cold and tense, marred by infidelity and resentment. One tragic night in 1477, Jacques allegedly caught Charlotte with a lover and, in a jealous rage, murdered them both. Since then, guests and owners alike have claimed to witness the Green Lady, a ghostly woman in a green gown, with a decaying, hollow face, roaming the halls. Her moans echo through the chambers late at night, especially in the tower rooms. Staff members refuse to go up there alone. Even today, visitors report sudden chills, eerie whispers, and the sensation of being watched in silence. The tragedy of Charlotte is forever trapped in stone, haunting the castle for eternity. 3. Leap Castle, Ireland. Leap Castle's blood-soaked history has earned it a dark reputation. Built in the 13th century, it became infamous for betrayals and murders among powerful Irish clans. The most terrifying incident took place in the Bloody Chapel, where one brother murdered another priest during Mass. Visitors report cold blasts, sudden nausea, and dark figures lurking just out of sight. But the true horror comes from a spirit known as the Elemental. It emits a foul stench like rotting flesh, has glowing red eyes, and causes overwhelming fear. Paranormal experts believe it's not human, but something ancient, conjured during a ritual gone wrong. The current owner has said he often hears footsteps and voices at night, and sometimes feels someone breathing beside him while he sleeps. 4th, Huska Castle, Czech Republic. Built in the 13th century, Huska Castle is one of the strangest in Europe. It was constructed over a massive hole in the ground, rumored to be a gateway to hell. Rather than defending against invaders, the castle was designed to contain whatever lay beneath. Legends claim prisoners were lowered into the pit as tests. Those who survived emerged screaming, their hair white and minds broken. Today, visitors hear low growls and see winged shadows circling the chapel ceiling. Some have witnessed black liquid oozing from the walls or heard something clawing from below the floorboards. Despite its beauty in daylight, most refuse to remain here after sunset. It's said that the evil beneath still stirs, waiting. 5. Musham Castle, Austria. In the quiet Austrian countryside lies Musham Castle, often called the Witch's Castle. In the 1600s, it was the site of one of Europe's most brutal witch trials. Over 100 people, mostly women, were tortured, branded, and executed here. Today, the castle reeks of sorrow. Visitors feel like they're being watched, and some report scratches appearing on their skin after leaving the dungeon. Furniture is said to move on its own, and one guest swore he saw a floating figure covered in blood near the old courtroom. Dogs refuse to enter certain rooms, and cold spots chill to the bone. Some believe the souls of the wrongly accused cry out for justice and won't rest until they are heard. 6. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Standing proudly on Castle Rock, Edinburgh Castle may be a national symbol, but it's also one of Scotland's most haunted places. Its history includes centuries of war, imprisonment, and execution. Visitors often report ghostly bagpipes echoing through the halls at night, even though no musician is present. Some have seen a headless drummer wandering the corridors, his ghostly rhythm heard before he appears. The most terrifying location is the old dungeons. Witnesses describe seeing shadowy figures darting across the dark cells and hearing tortured screams echoing from the stone walls. One visitor claimed they felt invisible hands shove them toward the old gallows. Even seasoned guides avoid certain rooms alone. They say the castle doesn't just house history, it remembers every death. 7. Prejama Castle, Slovenia. Prejama Castle is uniquely built into the side of a cliff, giving it a dramatic and eerie appearance. But it's the story of Erazem Leger, a rebellious knight turned robber baron that haunts its walls. He used the castle's secret cave system to escape enemies and conduct raids. Eventually, he was betrayed and killed in the most humiliating way, blown apart by a cannonball while using the bathroom. Since then, strange occurrences have plagued the castle. Guests hear chains clanking in the stone halls and footsteps echoing through empty passages. Some claim to see a figure in medieval armor pacing the ramparts, vanishing when approached. Paranormal investigators recorded sudden temperature drops and electromagnetic spikes in the old tower. Some believe Erazem still guards his fortress, waiting for revenge. 8. Chillingham Castle, England. With a name like Chillingham, this English castle lives up to its reputation. It was once the site of horrific medieval torture. Its dungeon and execution chambers are still intact. The most famous spirit is the Blue Boy, often seen near the Pink Room. Guests report seeing a blue flash of light or hearing the soft cries of a child. Years ago, bones of a young boy and scraps of blue fabric were found behind a wall during renovations. Other spirits include a woman in white who glides silently through the halls and a disembodied voice whispering people's names. Paranormal investigators have captured unexplained cold spots and eerie voices saying, "Help me." Even in broad daylight, the atmosphere is oppressive. The castle doesn't just chill you, it haunts you. 9. Dragsholm Castle, Denmark. Dragsholm Castle is home to more than 100 ghosts, according to locals. Among them are 3 famous ones: the White Lady, the Grey Lady, and the Mad Earl. The White Lady is said to be a noble woman bricked alive by her father for falling in love with a commoner. In the 1930s, workers uncovered a skeleton in a white dress inside a wall, confirming the legend. The Grey Lady is more benevolent, believed to be a maid who returns to ensure everything is in order. But the Mad Earl of Bothwell, who died imprisoned here, is another story. His angry shouting and rattling chains still echo in the halls. Guests often see shadowy figures from the corner of their eyes or feel cold hands brush past their skin. The staff leaves many corridors unlit after dark, for good reason. 10. Himeji Castle, Japan, bonus outside Europe. Though not in Europe, Himeji Castle in Japan is too chilling to ignore. The most famous ghost is Okika, a servant accused of stealing valuable dishes. She was tortured and thrown into a well. Now visitors here counting late at night, until a scream breaks the silence. People claim to see a wet woman climbing from the well, her long hair covering her face. The legend has inspired countless horror tales, and the well remains sealed off. Locals still leave offerings near the site, just in case.